Let's go. Guys, the Biden establishment is toast. All right? Everyone, trigger warning. We're going to listen to RFK Jr.'s voice again.
The good news is that people like yourselves are finally fed up. Something.
Good placement of that sign. What did his campaign team seriously let somebody with a sign stand in front of the cameras? Okay. Yeah, RFK Jr. is running as an independent. So as you all know, RFK Jr. himself is a lunatic. He is seemingly very far right. He's probably mostly crazy. I think his main political position is that he's crazy. And he has been sort of groomed into this position by Republican operatives in order to pull people away from Biden. The same thing has happened to a large extent with who's the other guy? The guy who went from People's Party to Green Party to Independent? Cornel West, yeah. These are wedge candidates that are being propped up in order to pull people from Biden. So far, pretty unsuccessfully. So RFK Jr. is an obvious plant who has done nothing but cozy up to right-wingers since he announced his candidacy. And now by running as an independent, I have a feeling he's actually going to pull more votes away from the right than he does the left, which is pretty based. More tech issues.
I need my speech. You can't read anything. You can't read anything.
What about the screen up in front? Can you see it?
What? Yeah. It's upside down.
It's upside down. It's upside down.
It's upside down.
Daddy growling for his Discord kitten. All right, yeah, so that's good. A bunch of RFK Jr.'s family members signed a document saying, please don't vote for this guy. 4 of his own siblings slammed his campaign as dangerous to our country. Bobby might share the same name as our father, but he does not share the same values, vision, or judgment. So, that's cool. We denounce his candidacy and believe it to be perilous for our country. God. Polling suggests RFK is like 14% support. Yeah, I wouldn't trust the polling too much. The average American has absolutely no idea who RFK Jr. is, and has never heard them speak. This is purely name recognition. Like, there's nothing substantive to it. He's not going to get 14% or anything like that. Again, don't pay attention to polls. Just don't. Anyway, deeply funny. Deeply funny.
Something is stirring in us that says it doesn't have to be this way. People stop me everywhere at airports, at hotels and malls, on the street, and they remind me that this country is ready for a history-making change. They are ready to reclaim their freedom, their independence.
His voice sounds like that really annoying voice modulator that was popular for a little while on TikTok, where people would like shrink their faces and like this, like that.
I saw that and I thought, is that an assassin?
And that's why I'm here today. I'm here to declare myself an independent candidate.
I genuinely can't believe. Wait, I'm sorry. Do they not even have a journalist nest in the front? Are all the cameras like just somewhere behind? They don't even have like a spot in front for the... Okay. And you have the two people with the biggest signs right here in the front center to block like 30% of the attendance view of RFK Jr.
Candidate for President of the United States. That's not all. I'm here to join you in making a new Declaration of Independence for our entire nation. We declare independence from the corporations that have hijacked our government. And we declare...
RFK apparently might take voters from the GOP, and GOP officials are attacking RFK for his independent run. Yeah! Because this guy was supposed to be like a plant in the DNC to pull voters from Biden, and then this guy can't shut the fuck up about how COVID is a secret bioweapon created by Jews to attack like Gentiles or whatever. Like he's too crazy for any Democrat to get behind. So then they lose control of him. He runs independent. It's like, oh shit. This guy is almost exclusively done, like, PR running with Republicans. Like, that's all he's done. Take a look at the interviews this guy has done. RFK has overwhelmingly been doing interviews with right-wing pundits and right-wing news stations. So, yeah, like, obviously, if he runs independent, he's more likely to pull voters from the right, because the only people who would like him are lunatic COVID conspiracy theorists, and that's the right. Radical Democrat RFK Jr. Make no mistake, RFK Jr. is just another liberal who wants to ban fossil fuels, raise taxes, and pass a Green New Deal. October 9th, 2023, literally right as he declares that he's running as an independent. Literally, the nanosecond he declares himself an independent candidate, the right is like, shit, we can't, guys, I think we might have just created a wedge candidate for our own people. The RNC most likely hoped RFK Jr.'s run would hurt Biden, even though the candidate was unlikely to advance past the Democratic primary. The move to independent now makes RFK Jr. a threat to MAGA voters who hold anti-vaccine views and who embrace conspiracy theories. Yeah, literally, like, he's only been doing shit with the right. This is incredibly funny. RNC Research Twitter began targeting the candidate on Friday prior to his official announcement on Monday, because he'd been signaling it for a while. Oh my god. Delusional. In 2002, just months after the 9/11 attacks, RFK Jr. said hog farmers were a bigger threat than Osama bin Laden's terrorist network. Oh man, the RNC is flop sweating so hard right now. Everything they've done has failed. Cornel West has failed as a wedge candidate. RFK Jr. is now going to pull voters from them rather than from Biden. DeSantis has flubbed completely. Donald Trump is spending $8 billion a second trying to fight off the 5 trillion criminal cases that have been thrown against. Dude, man, oh god. The RNC, like, political strategy teams, like, these people are gonna die early from stress, man. Their hair is whitening.
Declare independence from Wall Street, from big tech, from big pharma, from big ag, from the military contractors and their lobbyists.
What is the subset of Dem voters who would actually vote for JFK Jr.? None. The only Dem voters who would vote for him would be because of name recognition. There is absolutely no overlap in terms of rhetoric or sort of messaging.
And we declare independence from the mercenary media that is here to fortify all of the corporate orthodoxies from their advertisers and to urge us to hate our neighbors and to fear our friends. And we declare independence from the cynical elites who betray our hope and who amplify our divisions. And finally, we declare independence from the 2 political parties.
Oh, they're seething.
And the corrupt interests that dominate them and the entire rigged system of rancor, of rage, of corruption, of lies that has turned government officials into indentured servants for their corporate bosses.
Just incomprehensibly cooked. It's so funny. It's so funny. Not that it could even happen, but this guy getting elected would be better than Trump, right? This guy getting elected would be better than Trump because he's too crazy to actually do anything. Like he couldn't. It would be such an incoherent mess of a White House administration that it wouldn't be able to do that much good or harm, I feel. Well, it could do a lot of harm, but it wouldn't be very structural harm, I feel. It wouldn't be very directed. Imagine anyone believing RFK is a political outsider. Yeah, it is especially funny that we live in a political environment where people are praising a Kennedy as like a maverick, you know, political outsider who's here to shake things up. It's like genuinely astonishing, but that's where we are.